I think we all need to be able to dream in all colors. By magnifying and analyzing your missteps, you learn faster. As we address extreme weather and pandemic disease, we will understand and overcome racism and bigotry so we can safely and together do space. I like a venti black coffee, no room for cream or sugar. There was a point where I was just saying to myself, breathe, inhale, because I felt really heavy. I felt like those cartoons when they experience G and your face is just sagging down. Flying has been such an important part of my professional life and I love to do it. Keep your world small. Keep your focus on the thing right in front of you and slowly widen out that worldview. Earth is amazing, it's beautiful, it protects us, and so we should work hard to protect it. But thanks to the International Space Station, we're able to study the effects of weightlessness and develop countermeasures in orbit close to Earth. I've been receiving a lot of emails and messages from folks that say, "Hey, my kid saw you and they're so excited and it's great that he can look at the NASA TV broadcast and see someone that looks like him." And I think that's important. The thing that really draws me and excited me about the future is the opportunity to be a part of kindling America's passion for aerospace and space. God assigned me a few really important things, this life, this vessel, but also my wife and that relationship, the two of us becoming one, and then the family that we've grown with our 4 daughters. In a fighter, you can't hold 4 Gs for several minutes, not most aircraft. I've been able to feel that for a few seconds. But to have that for an extended period was just truly amazing. It truly is a privilege to work and to live here, and to be able to do both makes this just a really unique experience. And so as the only rookie in the group, it was really an honor to become a part of an expedition and see what it's like to fly the International Space Station. I will say this, the overriding feeling that I have is that I want to go up there and do my job well and then come back and tell a great story about a great mission and a great team so that people have something to look up to and look forward to. Before I go and even get in an airplane to go on a flight, I say a prayer, and I always think about my family. Launch and entry are such unique experiences. The thought of flying here and rocketing out, it's just surreal, it really is. I wake up and I go, I really am at Kennedy Space Center. I'm excited just to go to space. As we've grown our family, that's really when I've started to develop a real, true appreciation of my own faith and not just the academic. I studied engineering at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, and between my junior and senior years I actually joined the Navy while I was still in college. The vision of NASA is to reveal the unknown for the benefit of all humankind. One thing, the very first time I got out of the seat, after Resilience was safely in orbit and I looked out the window and saw the Earth from 250 miles up, I will never forget that moment. Resilience is one of the most important aspects in this business and exploration period. The only thing I'm afraid of is not coming home to my family. For most of us, the thought of traveling to another galaxy probably seems like science fiction, but the truth is, the foundation for humankind's journey beyond Earth's solar system is being laid right now aboard our very own International Space Station. 6,400 feet, that's the highest up I've ever been above the ground, and so to get to a point beyond that, that'll be a little special moment. What I'm most excited about is the future of human spaceflight and the fact that this is going to be the future. This is what we're going to do for the foreseeable future. I've seen tons of pictures, but when I first looked out the window at the Earth, it's hard to describe. There are no words. People watched launches and tears ran down their faces, and then their kids would go jump into an encyclopedia or look online and read about rocket science. That's power. You don't pass up a ride to space. When the engine cut off and we were in orbit, it was surreal. But floating for an extended period is truly amazing. My brain is constantly trying to figure out which way is up. It's an interesting challenge, one I find slightly amusing. So looking at the planet from this perspective, to see the Earth and these beautiful land masses and oceans without lines or words drawn on them, it just heightens an awareness that the planet needs protection, and human life needs protection, and we are the ones who have to protect it. My family on the ground is definitely in my thoughts and in my prayers, and on my socks. Seeing Earth from here is quite spectacular. And it also makes me realize how important it is that we do all that we can to take care of it. In the original Star Trek TV series, space stations served as deep space research laboratories, as well as rendezvous points where starships could dock before exploring the unknown. When we were envisioning our own space station, the applications were similar. In Corpus Christi in 2000, I did primary flight training, and for all of 2001 I was in Kingsville for advanced flight training, and that's where I learned to fly jets. I applied to do a fellowship in Congress, and I was accepted to be a legislative fellow, so I go to work on the personal staff of a senator. I got very lucky and got to work in the office of Senator John McCain, and it was a year-long program. I really look forward to every single bit of it. Every time I do something in space, it will be the first time. I have no misgivings about using a flight computer. God doesn't really have to have a concern for my patriotism, but I am an American, and we were blessed to be born in America. This has been a really interesting journey, the 7 years I've been at NASA, and it's been a real exercise personally and professionally, but also spiritually. I want to use the abilities that God has given me to do my job well and support my crewmates and mission and NASA. We all need to lean on God, but we also need to lean on each other and be encouraging to one another.